Good morning, class 12. Today we will showing the very easy diagram of fertilization. We all know what is fertilization. The fertilization is one of the process that which the male and female gamete fuse together and form a diploid zygote, which is called as the fertilization. So in plants, most of the angiosperms contain these process are doing very well because the angiosperms are the reproducing plants and sexual reproductions are seen in those plants. So we will showing today is a double fertilization. So double means two times and fertilization means fusion. We will show the typical structure of double fertilization. This structure is a uh, one of the female gametophyte, okay, female part, and male gametes. The 90% diagram contains a female part of a plant and one of the male gametes are seen in pollen grains. So these are the ovary. Ovary contains ovule and which is called as anatropous ovule, means inverted ovule, and the and parts like stigma, style, ovary. These are the three divisions of the female part of a flower. So how double fertilization takes place? So double fertilization is one of the unique features in angiosperm that the parent plants invest a seed with the formation of a food store. So the process is start from a coming of pollen grains. When mature pollen grains are come in a stigma via various types of pollinations or agencies. They come in stigma. After they come in stigma, they having the reactions taking place in pollen grains. So pollen grains the mature pollen grains arises into stick into the stigma and sticking by the help of one of the glucose like substance present in the stigma, which pollen grains are stick. The pollen grains releases a pollen tube. Okay, one of the pollen tube releases because the tube contains the male gametes. The pollen grain releases pollen tube up to the end of the micropylar end of the anatropous ovule. After the releasing of pollen tube, the pollen grain contains male gametes, which is called as the generative cells. And these single generative cells are multiplied in double, and these generative cells are also coming one by one to the up to the end of the anatropous ovule, which is called as the micropylar end. So one male gametes are fuses with the egg, which is center portions of the ovule, okay, egg. The male gamete fuses with egg, which is called as a syngamy, which is called as a egg plus male gamete cells fuses to form a zygote, and another male gamete also come backward to the front of the male gamete, and they uh, going to the secondary nucleus. Okay, secondary nucleus are also diploid. When male gametes are entered into the secondary nucleus, this is called as the triple fusions because the three cells are fused to form the endosperms. Okay, so summarize is that double fertilization is one of the unique features of angiosperm because the double fertilization is necessary for the those plants which are the dicot plants. Okay, so the pollen grains releases generative cells one by one. These are the two generative cells coming back one by one. The one male gametes are fuses with egg and other male gamete fuses with the secondary nucleus to form a triploid zygote, and double fertilization is completed. After double fertilization is completed, the production of seed taking place, production of fruit development taking place, and further process are taking place. So these diagrams are very easy to draw. Okay, very easy to draw, and we will show the stigma style ovary of a flower. Okay, thank you.